Okay, so we've talked about how to maintain the mount by staying low and wide and centered, keeping persistent pressure with the feet together and the knees barely touching, pushing my abdomen and hips into his. I can check that like this with the Superman drill. We've talked about how to hug the head when he pushes me to the side, and catch my arm at a stiff 45-degree angle base. The back hook goes in, the front knee goes open, and if he tries to break the arm down from here, we know I keep my elbow in the same place. I turn the hand upside down and just swim. Sometimes he may push me to the other side. When he does, I take the base this way. The back hook went in and the front knee's open. I switch the hook, switch the anchor, switch the base. If he breaks my arm down here, keep it where it is, right? Don't have to go right away. Let him struggle a little bit, get tired. Then invert and go around. Don't move the elbow back, right? Just turn it over and swim. If that's not working for him and we go back to here and he manages to bench press me off, I move my knees in under me so I don't tip, hang the weight, make one shoulder light, and swim. And then the other hand here pushes to make the other shoulder light, and I swim. And I go right back to my base. Low, wide, 45 degrees, feet together, hips heavy, crushing. Right? Let's turn this into a drill now. Turn this into a drill so that we can practice all the elements at one time. I'm just going to start in the mounted position, and Charlie is going to just give me one of the 3 or 4 things that we just studied. Perhaps he's going to rock me side to side, so I have to hug the head, anchor and base, back hook in, front knee open, hips and hands. Perhaps he's going to bench press me, so I have to make the shoulder light and swim, shoulder light and swim, after basing on my knees and rounding my body over him. Perhaps he's going to try and break my arm down, so I swim inside with a low swim. Whatever he gives me, we go through maybe once or twice each, and maybe he gives me everything, but he starts with whatever he wants. So let's see. I'm low in the mount. As long as I'm 45 degrees and my hands are stiff on the mat, a lot of good traction, feet together, crushing me. Let's see what his first escape attempt is. Okay, this way, so I'm going to hug the head. Now maybe he goes to the other side. All right, so there's that, right? We covered the anchor and base. Look, my back hook in, front knee open, stiff arm, hug the head. Okay, so what's next? Let's see. He's going to give me something else. He breaks this down, I swim. Breaks it down, I swim. Maybe I switch now so that he can do a low swim on the other side. Breaks it down and swim. Breaks it down and swims. Maybe now he bench presses me. He sits up. I hang the weight. Light shoulder, swim to the ground. Light shoulder, swim to the ground, and return. Right? Maybe he does that one more time. Knees, hang, light shoulder, and now look, because he's a little tired, maybe I hug the head and I get the wrist and I feed it to my hand here behind, right, with the thumb grip. Then I come underneath and I hold and I loop around and I switch the thumb to a thumbless grip. Bury my head, look away, hug the arm, lift the elbow and paint the mat. And we finish like this. Now it's his turn. Right? So just run through all the potential mount escapes with each other and finish with an Americana. Let's see. He's mounted on me. Right? I let him set everything up. Nice, wide, low, 45 degrees angle, 45 degree angles. The feet are together. He's crushing. I check his base a little bit here. Right? And then I begin. Now look, he's tiring this arm out and I just benched and everything. So maybe now he just takes the Americana. Maybe he sits up, right? And he holds the wrist and holds the elbow. Puts the arm on the ground, elbow against, looks away, palm up, hand underneath, turns it over, thumbless grips, and he paints the mat. There we go, right? That's how he finishes. So just run through the scenario, help each other out, help your partner, guy on the bottom, help your partner by throwing everything at him you can, but no more than 2 or 3 times each, and then let him finish with an Americana. Maybe he finishes with a neck hug variation, maybe he finishes standard, okay? Don't forget, too, you can add this element into the Americana. We're already doing, can you lay down again, please? We're already doing back hook in, front knee open. Don't forget that from lesson 2, we saw that one of the extra elements of stability and layers of stability we can put into the Americana is, once we're like this, I'm hugging the neck, right? And I catch the wrist and feed it to myself. When I move underneath, hold, loop around and switch the thumbs, right? The feet are going to be up, of course, right? Because he's trying to struggle to get free. When I move for the Americana, I can put my back hook in and front knee open, and now finish like this. And the reason is because he may try to turn me, right? And without the hook, you may be successful. Okay, let's go back. So don't forget, it's already there. We're already putting the back hook in, front knee open, because we're maintaining the mount like that. So why not keep it for the Americana? Right, when we find the Americana, we find the wrist, there, elbow, wrist, drop my elbow in, right angle, underneath. Here, put the back hook in. Drag and lift. Okay? All right, put those all in play, help each other out. Let's run through it for a couple minutes. Go ahead.